Welcome to my kitchen. Welcome to my kitchen. In today's show, I'll be making delicious recipes for breakfast or brunch from my baking and dessert cookbook, A Baking Journey. I'll be making apricot cream cheese Danish braid, baked banana pancake, coconut crepes with pineapples. We will start off by making the apricot cream cheese Danish braid. For this recipe, I will need 1/4 cup of sugar that goes in a saucepan. I'm using this small saucepan, and half stick 1/4 cup of butter, unsalted butter always, and half cup sour cream goes in the mix. If you don't have sour cream, you can substitute with plain yogurt. When I level the cup, this will go in the pot. And to this, we'll add half teaspoon of salt. Put the heat on. We'll heat the mixture until the sugar is melted and the butter is melted and it's nice and smooth. Sugar is melted, the butter is melted. We will remove it from the heat and we will set it on the side to cool off for a few minutes. To make the dough, I will need 1/4 cup of lukewarm water, temperature between 98 and 104. To this, I will add 1 envelope, 2.5 teaspoons of dry yeast. We'll let it sit for 5 minutes. Now, to the yeast mixture, we will add the sour cream, butter, and sugar mixture. It's already been cooling off for about a few minutes. I think it's about room temperature now. We want to make sure it's cooled off because we will be adding the eggs. We don't want to be cooking the eggs with the hot mixture. So we will add this whole thing in here. And then to this, I will add 2 eggs. Cracking them in a bowl. And now we will add the 2 eggs to our mixture. We'll mix everything together. And now we need to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Make sure to level the cup every time. We want to make sure it's accurate measurement. Slowly, I will add the flour. We'll keep mixing. Now the mixture is forming into a very sticky dough. It's so soft, but once it sits in the fridge it's gonna sit in the fridge for 6 to 8 hours or overnight. It will be firm and it will be nice for us to roll out. It's really nice dough. It's very soft. When it's baked, and flaky at the same time. Now we will transfer the mixture into a glass bowl. It's beautiful, it's nice and smooth. Perfect. And now we will put the lid on it. And this will go in the fridge for 6 to 8 hours or overnight. Now we will prepare the filling for our Danish bread. For this recipe, I will need 1 package of cream cheese, 8 ounces. It's soft and it's at room temperature. Want to make sure it's at room temperature. This will make our job very easier to mix it, and it will make it nice and smooth. For this, I will need 2 tablespoons of sugar, half cup of apricot preserve, room temperature. Want to make sure it's nice and soft. We will need to add 1 egg, and 1 teaspoon of my favorite kind vanilla extract. It's vanilla brand name. It's the best vanilla extract you could ever find. If you can ever try to get this kind of vanilla if you ever shopping for vanilla extract. So I will add 1 teaspoon of the best vanilla extract. It's my favorite. And now we will hand whisk. Make sure everything will be nicely blended together. Beautiful filling. It's nice and smooth, and it's ready to go in the fridge for about 1 hour to 2 hours to cool off. Now it's time for us to remove the filling from the fridge. It's been sitting in the fridge overnight, and the dough has been sitting in the fridge overnight. We'll set our filling on the side until we are ready to use it. Now we are ready to roll out the dough that we had in the fridge. I will sprinkle some parchment paper with some flour, and we'll transfer the dough. Look how beautiful and smooth this dough is. It's gonna be so good. We'll sprinkle some flour to prevent it from sticking on the parchment paper or on the rolling dough. We need to roll out the dough to about 10 to 15 inches rectangle. This is amazing dough. Trim. Some of this excess dough so we can have nice edging. Perfect. And we'll trim some more on this side. Perfect. And now we will try to get any extra flour that had left on the parchment paper. Now we will transfer the parchment paper and the dough to this baking sheet. Now what we would do is we will cut about 3 inches from the center to the sides and about an inch in between from both sides of the long side of the dough. Using a sharp knife or a pastry wheel, whatever you have available. Now we'll turn the tray around and we will do exactly the same thing for the other side. Cutting 3 inches from the center down and about 1 inch in between. And we'll make our last cut. Now both sides are ready. We have all the slits on both sides. Now what I would do is I will use some of the cream cheese filling that we made. It's gonna go in the center of the pastry. It's amazing filling, beautiful combination. It's gonna be tart from the cream cheese, it's creamy, it's sweet from the apricot preserve. It's gonna be really, really good. So we'll try to use as much filling as we can to go all along the center of the dough. I think that should be good. And now what I would do is I will take one side of the strips that we made over the filling, alternate, crisscross over the filling, just like that. Just like that. Crisscross the right side over the left side. We have one last strip that's gonna go crisscross over the filling. Let me make sure everything is touching each other. And now what we would do is we will cover it with saran wrap and let it rest for 30 minutes before baking it. Our Danish pastry has been sitting to rest for about 30 minutes. Now what I would do is I will crack 1 egg in a bowl, and to this I will add 1 tablespoon of milk, beat the egg with the milk until nice and smooth. And now we will brush the entire braid with the egg mixture. This will make it golden brown and it's gonna be nice and shiny. Now the entire Danish braid has been brushed with egg mixture. Now I have preheated the oven to 400 degrees. We'll bake the pastry in the oven for 20 to 22 minutes until golden brown. We'll check on our Danish braid. Look at this. Look how beautiful, golden, amazing. Smells so good. I love it. We'll set it on the side to cool off completely. Now it's time for us to make the coconut crepes with pineapple. For this recipe, I will start off by mixing the dry ingredients first in a separate bowl. So for this, I will need 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, half cup of sweetened coconut, 1 tablespoon of ground cardamom, half teaspoon of salt. We'll mix everything until nicely incorporated and we'll set it on the side. Now we will start the wet ingredients for this recipe. I will need to crack 3 eggs in a bowl. Love using the organic eggs. They are really fresh and they taste so different. These will go in a bowl of food processor. We will add 1 can of coconut milk. I'm using light coconut milk, or you can use unsweetened coconut milk. Goes with the eggs, and then 1/4 cup of regular milk. Whisk. Now, slowly, I will add the flour mixture to the egg and milk mixture. I believe everything is nicely mixed and it smells so good. The coconut with the cardamom. What a beautiful combination of flavors and smells together. And now, I will transfer the batter into a smaller bowl. Look how beautiful and smooth the batter is. We'll wrap it with some saran wrap. And this will go in the fridge for 1 hour. For this recipe, I also need some fresh pineapples, I need some honey, and I need some coconut. I need to toast the coconut. So what I did is I broke a whole coconut that's fresh. It looks so good. It smells so good. Look at the color of this coconut. And then what I would do is I will peel the outer skin off the pieces of coconut, just like that. We don't want to use the skin. And then what I would do is I will just shave it using a vegetable peeler, just like that. Real easy. Just get as many shaving as we can from each piece. I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. We'll toast them for about 5 to 7 minutes. We'll check on the toasted coconut. Look how beautiful, golden brown, crispy, and they smell amazing. We'll set them on the side to cool off for a few minutes. Our crepe batter has been sitting in the fridge for 1 hour, so it's nice and ready. I will mix the batter. I want to make sure everything gets nicely incorporated. And then I have my crepe pan heated. It's really hot. I use some butter, just very thin coat of butter to season it with. So then what I would do is I will lather 1/4 cup of the batter mixture into the crepe pan. You can use any non-stick pan if you don't have a crepe pan, but this is really a great one to have if you make a lot of crepes. And we just lift the crepe pan away from the heat and we'll rotate. Want to make sure everything is evenly distributed into the pan. Now you will flip it to cook the other side. Look how beautiful and lacy, golden brown. It looks amazing. We'll cook it on this side for another minute or so. Now the crepe is cooked on the other side too. We'll remove it from the crepe pan and we'll set it on a parchment paper to cool off. And we'll continue making the crepes. This is an amazing batter. It's the coconut in the batter, it's making it even more lacy looking. And it's so good, smells amazing. It will go perfectly with the pineapples and the coconut shavings that we toasted. It's gonna be amazing. We will remove the last crepe. They all cooked. They look so beautiful. Look how nice and lacy, and they smell amazing. We will take one crepe at a time, and we will place about 2 pieces of pineapple on each one of them. We will roll them, place them on this beautiful platter, and one last one. Of course, you can fill these crepes with other kind of fruits, whatever you prefer to use. But today we are doing all tropical. We're doing the pineapple and the coconut. Because the batter has coconut in it, so that's why I think the pineapple and the coconut shaving will go perfectly with these crepes. Now what I would do is I will garnish the crepes with some toasted coconut shavings that we did and drizzle with some honey on top. Looks so beautiful. Could use this for breakfast, lunch, brunch, or as a dessert. It's light and it's delicious. Now it's time for us to make the baked banana pancake. I will start off by making the batter for the pancake. For this recipe, I need 3 large eggs. We'll crack them in a bowl just in case. This is a real easy batter to make. It's just like a normal pancake batter. So what I will do is I will place the 3 eggs in a bowl, and I will use this hand mixer to whisk the eggs and beat them. And now to this I'll add 3/4 cup of milk. That's 1/4, 2/4, and 3/4. There we are. We'll keep whisking until well incorporated. Looks good. And to this I will add 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. Should be good. And half teaspoon of salt, just to season the batter. And we'll whisk slowly. Want to make sure everything is nicely incorporated and the batter is smooth and glossy. Okay, looks perfect. It's beautiful, it's smooth. And now we will cover it with some saran wrap. And this will go in the fridge for 2 to 4 hours. Our baked banana pancake batter, it's been in the fridge for 4 hours. We'll set it here. We'll stir the batter. Want to make sure everything gets nicely blended together. Perfect. Now we are ready to make our banana baked pancake. For this recipe, I need 2 bananas, ripe bananas that we will peel and slice. We'll just slice them into about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch slices, just like that. And we will slice the next one. This is an amazing recipe. If you have some bananas sitting there before they go bad, you can use them to make these pancakes. So we'll set these bananas on the side. And now I have a non-stick skillet here that I will heat. I'll add 4 tablespoons of butter to my skillet and let it melt. Now to this melted butter, I will add 1/4 cup of brown sugar. You notice that I added a slice of apples in my brown sugar. This will keep the brown sugar to be moist and will not dry out. So this is really a good trick to keep your brown sugar nice and moist. Of course, you need to seal the jar always. We add the brown sugar to the butter. We'll let it caramelize. Look how beautiful. Sugar is melting and it's forming a caramel. Now to this, I will add 1/2 cup of pecan halves. Spread them around. And also I need to add half teaspoon of vanilla extract. I will remove the skillet from the heat and then add 1 tablespoon of rum. You want to keep it away from the flame. And then return the skillet back to the heat. Give it a quick stir and make sure everything is nicely mixed together. And now I will add the banana slices, just kind of scatter them around evenly over the pecans and the caramel. It smells amazing. Smells so good. We'll try to fit all these banana slices in there. Perfect. They're all in there. And now, lastly but not least, we will pour the batter over. Distribute it evenly. Put our skillet in the oven, preheat it to 450 degrees and let it cook for 15 to 20 minutes. While we are waiting for our baked pancake to be cooked in the oven, we will prepare the glaze that goes on top of the Danish. So for this, I need 3/4 cup of powdered sugar that I have sitting in a bowl here. To this, I will add 1 tablespoon of sour cream. You could use plain yogurt if you want. And then half teaspoon of vanilla extract. Real easy glaze to make. Just mix everything together until nice and smooth. It's gonna form into a thick glaze. See how it's coming along? Beautiful. Sugar is melted in the sour cream and it's forming a glossy. Now here I have a bag, a pastry bag. If you don't have pastry bag, you can just use a small Ziploc bag. I will pour the glaze into the bag, just like that, and just make zigzag lines all over the Danish. Now we will check on our baked bananas. Pancake, look how gorgeous, how beautiful. Look how puffed it is. Caramelized bananas, the pecans, it smells amazing. Now we will dust some powdered sugar on top of our baked banana pancake. Gorgeous looking one. That's all the time that we have for today. In today's show, I made beautiful recipes for brunch or breakfast from my baking and dessert cookbook, A Baking Journey. We made baking apricot, cream cheese, Danish braid, baked banana pancake, and coconut crepes with pineapples. Thank you so much for coming to my kitchen. We hope to see you next time with more exotic dishes. Welcome to my kitchen.